everybody's in the right place. If you're not, you're glad that you stumbled upon it. So be happy that you're in the room today, because you're definitely going to learn, hopefully, unless you're a LinkedIn expert, and it's really hard to be a LinkedIn expert because there's just so much going on with that platform. But today you're going to at least get a little close. So I'm going to teach you some things that may be new to you and some things that might not be. So if you are an advanced LinkedIn user, there are going to be some things for you towards the end of my presentation that will be some new tips and ideas for you. But if you don't mind sitting with us through the first 20 minutes, unless you have a bunch of phone calls to make, you might want to do that, because the first 20 minutes are kind of for us newbies. A little bit, just kind of getting a little, getting our hands around LinkedIn and understanding the benefits of making sure that you have all the right things in all the right places. All right, so if you came to class today hoping that you were going to get on your laptop and just kind of start working away at your profile, we apologize for that. Sometimes technology just does not work in our favor, but we're all going to be good sports about it, right? And we're just going to not worry about our laptops. If you were able to get online, great. Feel free to you know, just keep going and work away. But if you weren't, don't feel bad, because you don't really need your profile or your laptop today. You can definitely just take notes and learn a lot and take those notes home with you and start working on your profile. So you're fine if you don't have your computer, or if you don't have a tablet or a device and it's not working for you, don't worry about it. It's all going to still be really informative to you, and you'll learn a lot. All right, so let's get started. Again, I am Angelia Hill. I'm with a company called Client Capture Pro, and we are a social media management and tech support company. So we support small businesses, medium-sized businesses as well. Most of us have come from a lot of years in the tech or marketing background. I was the marketing director for Sprint for about 10 years. I don't want to age myself. I was there for a little while, just a little bit short time. But other than that, I've always worked in technology, so I kind of brought the two together in my career over the past 20-something years. So I started with computers when they were like huge machines, these gigantic things that filled up the entire room. And have always worked in technology with technology companies throughout my career, and that's why I'm able to bring to you guys today some of what we did at Sprint and AT&T and Microsoft and other companies that I was with, and how you can take advantage of some of these things with LinkedIn for your business or for yourself, for your personal use. So we look at our company as being a company that kind of, helps businesses that just don't want to bother with their social media. Because social media can kind of feel like this sometimes, right? It's just a little bit overwhelming, a lot going on. So I definitely want to encourage you, if you have questions for me that we don't get to within this 1 hour, feel free to fill out our hello form. And I'm going to pass this out to everyone. If you have it already, please start filling it out. Put your questions on this form, because I can't get to everyone, and there's typically a whole lot that comes up. Can you pass these around your table? That'd be great. And then can you guys just take one and pass these back? Appreciate it. And also, guys, my bosses say we love for you to go out and evangelize and talk about social media. But, however, we just want to make sure that you're in the right place and the right time. So this also makes sure that I am here today and my bosses know that I'm doing my job. So if you guys could all fill it out for me, can you pass that back to that table? That'd be great. You guys have it, right? All right. And one for Jason. Sorry, Jason. Here you go. So it'd be very helpful to me if you could fill that out for me. And definitely, if you don't have any questions, then don't worry about it. You don't have to put any questions down. But as you go along today in the presentation, then just write those questions down or check off some boxes that you might have. Or if you just want to maybe ask for a copy of the presentation, feel free to put that on there too. So it doesn't always have to necessarily be about LinkedIn either. It could be about anything social media, anything digital marketing, marketing, branding, any of that stuff. I'll answer some of those questions, and we'll just email you back. So I'll just email you back. Give me about a week. Sometimes it takes a little while to get to everybody. All right, guys. So I have one shameless plug about our company and who we are and what we do, and that was it. That's all you're going to hear from me today. So if anyone has questions about working with us, feel free to just write that on your sheet if you want to know more about our company and what we do. Good? We're good? Great. All right, so LinkedIn, that's what we're here for, right? Now, all of you aren't here for the same reasons. Everybody is in this room, sitting in this seat that you're sitting in for various reasons. I teach about 3 times a week, all the time, all across the valley. And last week, when I was teaching this class, a really, really nice young lady raised her hand and she said, oh, this is really good, but I'm looking for LinkedIn to help me find a job. I just got out of college and I started working with this company. It's great, but I'm looking to kind of look for work. So some of you might be sitting in here today and you're sitting in this class specifically because you want to maybe take your career to the next level, get a promotion, or just find a new job. So we're going to touch a little bit on how to use LinkedIn for yourself. All about you. All right? Next, we're going to look at LinkedIn on how to get leads, because not everybody here needs to find a job, right? You are good. You have a company, you're an entrepreneur, you are working for a company, and you want to maybe start making some really good connections so you can find some clients. Can everybody hear me? Pretty good? Okay. So you're going to be using LinkedIn to get leads, and that's what you're going to kind of look for today as we start talking about being on LinkedIn. Next, some people are here to just build connections. Maybe it's a combination of both. Maybe you're at the stage now where you want to start looking towards a new career path or a new company, or for your company, you need to build those great relationships with your current and existing clients or new clients. All right, so just know that I got you covered. So we're going to cover a little bit of everybody, hopefully everybody's needs. Next. When we talk about building connections, I always like to think of some things that have actually occurred in my life. So this photo is not me, but it reminds me of me and my brother, my older brother. And he used to get me up every Saturday morning just in time to watch cartoons. That was his deal, right? He would wake me up, get me out of bed, and take me downstairs, and we would sit in front of the TV like this, and we would just hang out, and I just loved him for that. It was just like my time hanging out with Big Brother. Only thing I didn't like was his cartoon. So I would have to bear, I don't know why, Flintstones just wasn't my thing. I guess because Fred Flintstone and Barney and all those characters were just too loud. They just had a lot going on. They were just not my deal. But I used to love to wait till after Fred Flintstone had his yamma jamma whatever time and get to my favorite, which was the Jetsons. The Jetsons, they were right after, in my neck of the woods, they were right after Fred Flintstones. And there were some other ones that would come up, and I couldn't wait for them either. Pink Panther. Pink Panther was the stuff back in the 70s, right? For me, anyway. Anybody else? Anybody else just have their Saturday morning, or maybe it was, I don't know, another day of the week, in your neck of the woods where you're from, all over the region, we've got pretty much the same type of cartoons in the U.S., but you might be from somewhere else, and they had your thing that you were really into as a kid. Anybody have any other ones? Not cartoons? What was it? Yes, because after the cartoons went off, the Soul Train would come on. We would learn all the dances. Yes, or American Bandstand or anything. Nobody watched cartoons? How about some of these to jog your memory? Tasmanian Devil, there we go. Hanna-Barbera, good one. Yep. Popeye. Nowadays we got Simpsons. If you're not in the baby boomer generation, you're probably a Simpsons person. Superman. All right, Superman. All right. Anybody remember this guy? Who's that? Remember him? Johnny Quest. Johnny Quest. okay. Don't worry about aging yourselves. We're all getting along here. Powerpuff. Those are for our young'uns, right? So definitely 20-somethings. Remember the Powerpuff Girls? Speed Racer. I think we have them. Nope, but we do have Woody Woodpecker. So what did I just do with you guys here in the room? Right? Yeah. Gave you a lot of good connections. Someone said it, right? Good connections. Absolutely. A different way of connecting with everybody because there was a lot of variety on screen. Everybody hopefully could relate to something up on the screen there. So building connections and telling your story is really, really important. It's really important today in social media, but also in marketing. So for those of us that are here to learn about LinkedIn for our business, I want you to keep in the back of your mind how you're going to use LinkedIn to build connections based on having something in common with the people that you are associating with, who your audience is. To build a relationship with them means that you're okay with, you can tell your story. You don't have to tell all your private business or your, company privacy and things that you don't want them to know, but relate to your audience in such a way that they're going to want to communicate back with you, that they want to hear about what some of your clients are doing. Tell your client stories to them. Or maybe you came out with a new product. How did you take the steps on coming to that product and building it and making it great, putting it on the shelves that it's on, wherever it is? Or maybe you work with a hotel or a restaurant and you came up with a great new entree. And so you want to tell the story of how that entree came to be at your place of business. You get what I'm going for? Yeah. So for those of you who have started posting and already doing a lot of sharing, on your LinkedIn page, good for you. You're going to continue to do that, but think about it in such a way that you're building connections. All right, so stories make people care. So when I told you the story about me and my big brother, that was to draw you in about something that you could relate to get you to kind of have a little, connection with me personally. And why do we do that? To build connections. Okay, so if you're here because you definitely want to find a job on LinkedIn, that is your deal. You want to connect with recruiters. Of course, you're not going to tell everything about yourself on LinkedIn, not your whole story, but you definitely want to still get recruiters to relate to you in some way, right? So we're going to talk a little bit how you do that today, because this is what recruiters are looking for when they want to find you. It's really important to know how recruiters use LinkedIn. And one way they do it is through search. So they're searching for people all day, all the time on LinkedIn, and they want to find hundreds of people. They don't want to just find, that one special person. It's too hard to find. They know that there are millions of people on LinkedIn, so they use it as a tool. And this is one of the things they do. They search using keywords. One of the ways that they have figured out how to find the best people is the people that have the keywords in their LinkedIn profile that match those jobs are usually the ones that pop up first. So they put those keywords in, and then they start finding applicants. Then they contact you. So if you're looking for LinkedIn to help you find a job, make sure that you have all the right keywords in your profile. And those keywords should match up to the job that you're going for or the career that you're going to. But don't think that it's not for you to use keywords if you're also looking for leads for your business, because you're going to use it in the same way. The first thing you need to do, though, is optimize your page. So that's what we're going to talk about. How do we get our page to help us find new clients or recruiters to find us? Can you pass those around? I'm going to pass out the optimization checklist so you can take this home. Can you pass this around for me? Thank you. And hopefully I have enough copies. If I don't, we'll have to ask for some more. Or you guys can share and someone can just say, you know what, I write really well. Did I give your table some? No? I think there's enough here. There we go. So Paulette's going to do us a great favor and make some copies, because I think we'll need about 10, Paulette. Thank you. Okay, so don't worry if you don't have one yet. I'm going to fly through this, guys, because I don't want to bore anybody. If you really kind of don't know, remember, if you have questions and you don't know kind of what is she talking about, like I'm a little lost, just write them down on your hello sheet that I gave you guys. And we'll get to your questions. Yep. So, optimization. When you go to your LinkedIn page, the most important thing you can do for yourself is make sure that all the information that you want people to know about you or that you want people to identify you with to help you build connections is on your page. So if you have a page that's pretty bare, this optimization is for you. If you have a page that's kind of hodgepodge, a little bit of everything, like you didn't know what to put on there, this is for you. Because when your clients or recruiters go to your page, they are only taking about maybe a minute, if that. Some recruiters, it's 6 seconds. They're looking for specific things. And if you don't have them, they don't care. Customers, same thing. Think about yourselves when you're on social media. We're just flying through those posts and hoping that a picture will catch our attention. So the first thing you always want to do is, when you optimize your page, you want to have a photo that's approachable. So a photo that's very hard to tell who you are, that's grainy, or you maybe took it and it didn't have a flash and it's just not good. And you know what I'm talking about. You've seen those photos. You need to get a headshot that is bright, that you're smiling, and people feel like they can give you a call and you'll pick up the phone right away and be approachable. So make sure that your background is a light color, a white color or a light color background, up against a wall, something plain. Not you out hanging out by the swimming pool and we can just see a kind of, a lot going on in the background. All right? And if you are using LinkedIn for a job, your keywords need to be near your headline, where your name is, like this. Okay? So we've got Joe Green, who's a web designer, and the keyword for web designer is he's a specialist in e-commerce websites. You put that right by your name, not just Joe Green. Recruiters will find you very easy. Same for business, guys. The same thing for business. So you're going to want your first and last name and what your business specializes in. If you're an attorney, if you're a real estate agent, if you are a restaurant owner, you want to put that in there. So this is your business. You're going to want to put Jane Smith, owner, Uptown Restaurant. Those are your keywords. The reason why you use keywords is LinkedIn uses keywords just like Google. So when people are searching for a specific type of business, maybe they want someone that is a financial planner or attorney. They put in the keyword search attorney in Arizona. You will come up better in the rankings on Google and other websites if your LinkedIn page has these keywords. Get it? All right, so we're all about social media, guys, today. It's all about rankings. It's all about it. So you got to get with it. Make sure that your rankings are high as they can be. And this is one good tip for you. So put those keywords in there. Next, for people in business, not for people who are looking for jobs, but for people in business, specifically make sure that you have the location where your business is, not where you live. So if your business or your company is in Scottsdale, that's where you want to put your location on your LinkedIn page. Next, you want to put also your industry. So business owners, please put your industry in your headline next to your name. And make sure that you have a customized URL. And that's a little advanced. If you don't have it, don't worry about it. You don't have to have a customized URL. But if you know what I'm talking about, customize your URL. Don't worry, it won't hurt you if you don't have it. Okay.
An example of what that is? What do you mean by
Customized URL is your company name, your name. So it would be linkedin.com/ and then your name. Today, most people have linkedin.com/ a bunch of numbers or letters behind, not their name. Okay, but don't worry about it, it's not that important. Industry, definitely. Location, very important. Because people are going to search these keywords that I'm giving you. They're going to search for Scottsdale, Phoenix, Chandler, when they're looking for business like yours. All right, next, how do we optimize? We got to make sure that we get the best that we can off our LinkedIn page to make it work for us. Next, match those keywords in your summary with your headline. So remember where the headline is, right? There's your headline, right here. It's your name, Joe Green, web designer. Okay, so you're going to take some keywords from skills, and you're going to put them in that headline. You're going to make sure that they're the same. So if you're a web designer, you make sure that in skills you have web design. Oh, sorry, guys. So here's where the skills come into play. Right here. Oops. All right, so this is what skills look like on LinkedIn, right? You guys seen this before on your LinkedIn page? Yeah. This is really, really important. This is probably the most important thing I'm going to tell you today. One of them. So this top skills, this is an area for you to tell people what you do. So great, right here. You choose these. If your business is marketing or graphic design, then you're going to put, or writing, if you're a writer, editing, video production, writing, marketing, right? These are great skills for that industry, person that's working or wants to work in that industry. So you're going to list all their skills, and then all their friends or people they're connected to will endorse them and say, yeah, that person knows how to do those skills. LinkedIn lets you put about 100 of these skills on your page. You're going to throw all 100 on your page if you can, as many as possible, so that you have a better chance of connecting with more people. So the goal of businesses should be to try to make connections. We want to try to get as many clients as possible. So we're going to try and make sure that more people can find us, because they're not going to come to you easily. You got to give them the easiest way to get to you. So when they're searching for your type of business, they're going to put in what? Keywords, these skills. If you're looking for someone to do marketing, aren't you going to put marketing in your search? Bam, marketing. Or whatever else is related to your business. Banking, anything. Put it all into your skills. So your top skills to be there. And you should have, of course, people endorsing you. If you don't, it's okay. What really makes a difference is this part right here. That's the most important thing. So you're going to take some of these and add some of these top ones to your headline. So if you're a web designer, then you're going to want to put something about what you can do, one of your top skills, in your headline. The reason being, the algorithm in LinkedIn gives you more ranking when you match keywords. So use the same keywords over and over and over again on your LinkedIn page. Pick about 20 keywords that are really important to your industry and start using those keywords all the time in all your social media. You will see a difference in how people find you. If you have a mostly referral-based business, don't think this isn't for you. It's for you too. So if you're not dependent upon people going on the internet and searching for your type of business, it's still good to have the right keywords on your page, in your profile. Because sooner or later, the people that are looking for you or have been referred to you, they're going to Google search you to make sure that you are credible. And how you get more credibility is all these people over here saying, yeah, this person's pretty good. So make sure that you have asked for some endorsements, and there's a way to do that. All right, so those are your key skills. Make sure you know what 20 keywords you're going to use, because you're going to use those keywords on your LinkedIn summary. So there's a summary section on your LinkedIn page down here. Everybody has one. Everybody has one. So you're going to make a paragraph about yourself and why you are so great and what it is about you that they should call you for or use you for in that summary. Or if you're looking for a job, of course, you know it's going to be that summary that's very similar to the summary that you put at the top of your resume. Here's what I'm suggesting. Take those 20 keywords and throw them in this summary. Make sure they match. Make sure they match the keywords that you have here. Make sure that some of those keywords are found in your headline with your name. Make sense? Yeah. Keywords, really important. All right, so here's some keywords. Here's some keywords that you can use that are pretty standard. Chandler, Arizona Fine Arts Market, local realtor, Arizona law firm, marketing, sales. Just some typical keywords. All right, next. Companies. So on your LinkedIn page, the very bottom, you can have the opportunity to list companies that you admire or you've worked for in the past. If you're looking for a job, make sure you list the companies that you want to work for. Because when they go to see and read all about you on your LinkedIn page, which they will, most recruiters, almost all, look for a LinkedIn page of someone that they're trying to hire. They look exclusively at LinkedIn. Because it's just like a resume and it just tells them everything they want to know all on one page. They don't have to go searching. It's all there. So if you are an individual and you want to work for Microsoft, make sure that you have Microsoft on your list of companies because they like that. They feel like, oh, good. They took the time to put us on there. They must know something about us. Good. Same goes for business, guys. If you've got your top 10 companies that you want to target, make sure that you have all those 10 companies on your company list. Even if they're small companies, even if they're just, Joe's Pizza, he probably has a LinkedIn page. So list those companies, because how good would it feel if you actually were going to sign a proposal and you found someone's LinkedIn page and they are actually following you in your business and they're interested and they want to know about you. So list companies, really important. Next, it also helps you so that you can find partners to work together with. So don't just list the companies that you're going after for new business, but also companies that you might want to partner with, or people, individuals as well. Try to connect with them. Other sections that are going to be really important as you optimize your profile for LinkedIn. Influencers. So everybody should have at least 10, 20 influencers, people that you admire. You admire them for their business savvy, maybe for companies that they started, or maybe their philosophy. But just know, when you choose those influencers and you are looking for a job, what it says about you is, this is kind of something that's important to you. These people probably have similar attributes or traits or personalities similar to yours. So pick people that you want to have that connection with, or people to think of you having that same connection. If you're looking to use influencers for business, then same thing, right? So we want to have people with good reputations, people that actually can make you look a little better just because you picked them. So if you're in real estate and you want to pick someone like Barbara Corcoran, you know, she has a pretty good following. She's a good influencer. Oprah Winfrey, people like that. All right, next. Fill in all sections, but make sure all the sections on your LinkedIn page have just the facts. Don't fluff it up to try to make it look great. So make sure that your LinkedIn page has information about you that's actually true, because people might want to check you out. So if you have, I just closed this great deal and it was millions of dollars and it was with Intel, then make sure that's true. And also for section, it's very important that you join some groups. So you can join groups on LinkedIn of people that are maybe in investment groups or groups that are similar to your industry, maybe your industry group. And there are thousands, so many, hundreds of thousands of groups that you can join. Make sure you join some. Not only will it help you kind of to build more connections, because you're going to want to connect with the people in those groups, but also the most important thing about joining groups is, I'm going to give you a tip today, and if you don't have any groups, then you can't use this tool. This specific tool will help you find new clients. We're going to go over it today. All right. I can't stress enough how important it is to build your business on LinkedIn by being the expert. People want to know whatever information that you have, and they want you to start posting, start sharing articles. So it's really important to look like you're the expert in your industry. Even if you're looking for a job, you can still post information that you learned in school or that you learned on the job in your post. But being the expert by posting is one of the best ways to use your LinkedIn page. There's a tab called Publish a Post. You click on that underneath your name, and that's how you start posting. It's kind of like blogging. So someone asked me, well, can we really truly post on LinkedIn? Yeah, you can post on LinkedIn, and other people will see your post. So be the expert as well. Don't just watch everybody else post, but you be a part of it. All right. Now, let's start working on that tip that I recommended. If you guys were all on your laptops, then you would be able to do this. So it should be in your notes, the instructions on how to take advantage of this. And with our clients, we almost do it every day, pretty much every day, all the time, and it's successful. And for people that we've told, and I've had classes on this with, the feedback that I get is, oh yeah, like hands down. This is the only reason why I came to class today, it was for this tip. So pay close attention. All right, and thank yourself for being here because you were learning this and all your colleagues, whoever else didn't come, they won't get this, so don't share it with them. All right, so what you're gonna first do, this is why groups are so important to join. You're gonna go on your LinkedIn page and you're gonna join some groups related to your industry. So if you're in the medical industry, join some medical groups, or if it's real estate, join some of those groups. Join groups related to your industry. You can join as many as you want. Once you're a member of those, yeah, question.
If you say you've joined a few groups, but there's one or two that you went through, scrolled through, and it's not right for you, how do you get rid of it?
Yeah, so it's not easy to get out of it, unfortunately. Good question. Make sure that you can ask the group organizer to take you out of the group, but they don't always pay attention. There are some groups that will have an immediate way for you to delete your name out. Just click on the button that says, you don't want to join anymore, or that you don't want to be a part of it. It depends on the group. Some groups don't want you to leave, so they don't have it on there. But you can email them or you can message them within LinkedIn and ask to be taken out. And it takes months sometimes, if at all.
So you should probably research your groups before you...
Yes, good point. Research the groups, guys. Yep. So you have the opportunity to do that. When you start joining groups, it'll give you the summary of who the group is and who's in it as well. You might see people that you know or people that you don't know. And these are groups that aren't local. All of them aren't local to Arizona. A lot of them are just worldwide. And they have members from everywhere across the continent. Yeah, so everywhere. Kind of. All right. So join some groups. Next, you're going to click on Advanced Search. After you click on Advanced Search, a big box, a window is going to come up, and it's going to have different things that you can click on. You're going to select Group Members. You're going to check that box, and then you're also going to check a box that says Third and Everyone Else. So what we're looking for are new clients, new people that we can prospect, and people that we can actually build connections with. This is going to give you an opportunity to search and build a list of prospects. And these prospects, you can do anything you want with them. You can email them or you can reach out to them on LinkedIn. Some people have their phone numbers listed on their LinkedIn page. I have mine on there. I don't mind. So people call me, but a lot of people don't. So, but you might get phone numbers. Question?
How do you, like with your groups and separating your people, if you have like 6,000, can you change them put them into groups?
Good question. Yes, you can later after you've created a group. After you've created a separate group within your page.
So then you can slide them over this way to
You can put them in there. Yeah. So the question was, can you create groups once you've actually done your search? And you can create a group just for yourself that no one else can join. It's just kind of your separate group list.
And you can move your contacts.
You can move your contacts into different groups, yes. It's a little advanced on how to do it, but yes, you can.
Yeah, because that's the biggest struggle I have is I have just a mob and it's all in the same block. So I'm wondering how to
Everybody's together right now. Yeah, it's
7,000
most people.
all in the same, so I can figure out.
Yeah,
I don't know
so
how
you might want to categorize and separate people out, but you can do that, yes. Okay, so you're going to pick group members, third, and everyone else. The next thing you're going to click is select a city. So you want the Phoenix area. It doesn't give you the option of just doing Chandler or Mesa or Gilbert. So you have to just pick what it gives you, and it only gives you the Phoenix area for a location. But that's really important. Unless you're knowing that you're doing business that's international or somewhere else, then put those cities in. Next, you're going to put your target industry. So you're going to just click these boxes, guys. It's just going to give you a bunch of boxes, and you're just going to click all of the ones that I'm telling you to click. And it's also on your note sheet, so you don't have to remember all this now. Just remember all the key things that I'm saying. So select a target industry, and that would be whatever industry you're trying to get to, whatever industry you're going after. So if you're a web designer or an IT guy and you want to focus just on healthcare, then put healthcare in there. You're a financial planner, if you're in banking and you want to go after a specific segment of the market, people who work in IT, then that's the industry that you would put in that section. Make sense? All right, next, click that search button, and what's going to come up are thousands and thousands of people that are in the Phoenix market that you're connected to and you didn't even know it. You're already connected to them, which is good. You didn't know it because they're already connected to your friends. So you already have a relationship almost already built in for you that you can start reaching out to some of these people and contacting. That's why you want to click the third and everyone else, because you want your friends' friends. You want to connect with them too. And you'll get a few pages of just your friends' friends and people that you didn't even know that you were connected with, that person's connected with, and now you're all connected. And then maybe about 10 pages in, or maybe about 3, depending on how many people you're connected to, you'll get all the people in that group that you didn't know. So it's really important that you join some groups in the industry that you're targeting, because now you have a connection with people just because you are a part of the same industry. So if it's the banking industry, but you don't know those people, you're going to get hit with VP of Bank of America that's living here or located in Phoenix. You're going to get hit with American Express employees, all those people that work there that you want to connect to. So putting the company name is great, but putting the industry is better because it gives you a bigger pool, a bigger web of people if you do industries. But if you just want to go after all the Intel employees or people who work at Intel, maybe you want to connect with vice presidents at Intel, you can put that in your search, in your advanced search. All right, so what you're going to say after you find some of these people, you're going to say, hey, Kathleen. You're going to send Kathleen a message, and this box is going to pop up. And it will say, hi, Kathleen, I notice we are both members of the Professional Speakers and Seminar Leaders Group. Oh, now we're getting somewhere. We are both connected to the same group. And I like connecting with like-minded people, so I thought it'd be great to connect with you here on LinkedIn. I hope you accept my connection invitation or request. See what I mean? It's easy. Now you've connected with Kathleen, and she'll connect with you typically because you have a similar interest. You're both in the same similar type of group. Or you can say whatever. You can say, hey, Kathleen, I noticed that you're in the banking industry. I just worked with a client that's very similar to you on this particular project. Let me tell you a little bit about it. I'd love to tell you a little more. Please connect with me. And now you can start to tell your story. Stories build relationships, and they build connections, guys. You can talk about a client that you're working with. You can try to connect with them on a project that you're working on because you're both in the same industry. Hi, I'm a graphic artist, and I just finished this project for this client, and here's what I produced. I got a story for you. Maybe you're a writer, and you just want to tell them a little bit about a novel that you're writing. Or you own IT, and you just finished a great beta test on a new software program. all those people within all those IT groups that you're connecting with now share a common relationship with you, because everybody likes a good story, because it makes people care, because if people care, they'll talk back to you. That's why building connections using stories is really key. Because nobody wants you to sell to them, right? Who wants to be sold to? That's not how business is done anymore. Nobody wants to hear about how great your product is and how wonderful it is because it's going to help me and it's going to do this for me and how great it is. My service will make you an even better person. They don't care. They want to know, really? That's an interesting thing, and they'll probably be very polite about it, but what really will draw them in is how that product made a difference for some kid down the street because they fell off their bike, and that helmet that you built now is the best thing that moms have ever seen. You got to give them a story. All right. I'm going to also give you a reason to visit with us again and come to the advanced part of this class that's a little bit more hands-on. So you got to get online. And we have partnered with Microsoft, the Microsoft Store, and you're all invited to come to our Microsoft class on LinkedIn and a lot of other social media, which is next week on November 3rd. But let's talk a little bit about you. And any questions that you might have for me, you can always write them on your form, and I can definitely respond via email. But if anybody has any questions now, feel free to ask. We have about 10 minutes left.
Go back to the previous slide.
Sure. Let's go back. This one? The class?
The Microsoft.
That one?
Gotcha.
Yep. Sure. Everybody. Do what I do is our company is very big on education and kind of working with businesses out where businesses are. And so we want to be able to have you learn how to use your page better or how to, post something that was really important at that time to your company because you had to get the word out. Then we want to show you how to do that. So we'll show you everything from Snapchat to Facebook to Instagram, all of it. Mm-hmm. Yep. You look like you have a question.
Well, I'm sorry, my brain just goes into connection mode. So over at EVIT, East Valley Institute of Technology, we have the radio station 88.7 The Pulse. One of the things I'm always looking to do is better engage my clients and make sure I'm giving them the most value. I can schedule a morning show interview, but I want to give you residual value and maybe do a Facebook Live broadcast. What kind of tags do you need? And my brain also got going when you were talking about recruiters, because we have a ton of students at the East Valley Institute of Technology that are in various fields. Maybe it'd be nice to have you come down as a guest speaker and teach them how to leverage a LinkedIn network. So my brain was kind of going. Sorry for the weird stare.
No worries.
But, maybe
Good.
we'll connect.
Yeah, definitely. Feel free. So, yeah, I like that. You have, you work for the radio station?
Yep, so
Yep.
I work with the radio station. I basically do sponsorship, underwriting, and advertising through 88.7 FM The Pulse, and we're a public broadcast station.
Oh, great.
So there's that, but it's also a product of the East Valley Institute of Technology. So it's as local as your radio station can get. Plus, I have connections where there's banquet halls with the culinary program. There's firefighting and ENT. I mean, over 40 different programs in various fields, including visual communications
Very
course,
good.
which matches with you.
Yeah, very perfect. Yes. One thing I have to kind of, definitely want to talk with you after about what you're doing with what the radio station is doing, because there's such a great platform for, like you said, the students, but then also for the listeners to get involved with some of the live and some of the live local feeds that are really like hot right now. So Facebook Live is one, Vine, all of that, definitely. Guys, if you don't have your arms embraced around video, like I'm going to teach a whole video class, and it's going to be like interactive. So you got to come like ready to be filmed, like, right? We're not going to have hair and makeup, but you got to have like your game face on for that. But you don't necessarily. We will teach you just a little bit about how to video yourself, because video is the next thing. You got to know how to video soon. Question?
What's the call numbers for the radio station?
Oh yeah,
Oh, KPNG,
KPNG, guys.
And then
88.7 FM.
I'm going to look for it.
Oh, yeah,
My car.
please do. You
Yeah.
can hear it loud and clear all through here.
Okay, good.
Every
Question?
listener's welcome.
Thank you.
I have people that want to connect with me,
Mhm.
and I have no clue who they are. And I look on the side to see if someone that they're connected with that I know, then I'll connect with them. But 9 times out of 10, I don't, if I don't know who the person is. What do you feel with a situation like that? Do you feel that we should connect with, people that want to connect with us, that maybe down the road they'll be able, we'll do something together or whatever? Or am I doing what most people do?
You are. You are doing what most people do. Depends on what industry you're in, if you want to keep yourself a little private, or if you are looking for people you just want to be open and you don't mind if everybody connects with you. It really is not like a set answer for everyone, and I get that question almost every class. Should I connect with people I don't know? How much should I connect with people that I don't know? Is it okay to never connect with people because I've checked them out and they're definitely not someone I want in my circle? It really depends on the person. I was speaking to a group, and most of those guys are, they're bikers, and they have a little bit of everything on their pages, right? So they are very open, and they just want their whole community to embrace them, and it's great because they just have all of the language that they speak, and it's definitely not for me, but that's the area that they're comfortable and confident in, and they just put it all out there, and it's great for that community. So it's okay for them to just be open to everyone joining their groups and communicating with them and sending them messages, and they want more people to connect with them. So they're fine with being open, and that's great for them. Then I have some other groups that say, no, we are all private. Like, I want to put as little information as possible. I don't want to post pictures of my family. I don't want to have anything on there where people know where I'm at during the day or where I work. I just want to keep things very, very confidential. And that's okay for them because they are attorneys, and they deal with a lot of criminals, and they don't know what could be out on the internet, and maybe some of those people could look them up or come to their house or know where they're visiting, at any given moment. So they're not posting a lot of information, but just enough. So really, the answer to your question is it depends on you, what you're comfortable with, and what industry you work in or what business you're in. Yeah, you can talk to me after if you want me to give you kind of some specifics on what my recommendations are on how you reach out or how you open yourself up to other people that you don't know.
Yeah, just what I do personally, and it takes extra time. I learned the hard way. But you just go to each individual's site, their LinkedIn or Facebook, and you just look and say, okay, what are they talking about? What kind of photos are they putting up? I was shocked one time I couldn't hit the delete button fast enough. So it takes extra time. Really, you should have seen it. Yeah, what's her name?
Exactly.
So yeah, it takes extra time, but if you're sitting in front of the TV at nighttime and you've got your lap, your computer in your lap, then go ahead and do that, and then you might. That's how I decide.
Well, I do too.
Yeah.
I do that too. But sometimes, I don't know, you sometimes feel maybe I should have, or, I don't know. I evaluate each one separately,
They can always be removed.
Yeah, without them knowing.
Yeah.
So you don't
without them
offend
knowing.
anyone.
So you can always remove
Yeah.
them if you decide later.
But they will have seen a lot of your page,
That's true.
so just be
But to me,
aware of that.
LinkedIn shouldn't have personal pictures, personal family stuff. You know, to me, LinkedIn has always been business, and it should really stick to business and nothing else. And sometimes it bothers me when I see people that have stuff that doesn't relate to business, and it's not of interest to me. There's a lot of good articles, but I really feel if you want to put family, go to Facebook.
Interesting. Yeah, everybody has their own opinion about that. I have some people that want to put their families on there. They're in the business of families, so it's okay for them to have.
So you
It's,
finding
it's
that's
different for
like-
everyone.
I'm sorry, are you finding that's like a new trend? Because I'm noticing more and more people are putting personal things on LinkedIn.
It's not a trend, and it's not necessarily a trend. It's just a comfort level with each individual person or industry. Because you have some industries that they welcome it. They welcome the personal, the family, the dogs, the cats, the everything within that industry. It's okay. So you have some like artist industries, and they're okay with it. And then you have some other industries, and definitely some demographics that feel that it's not good. It's just not for me.
My question is purely financial. Monetizing your ability on LinkedIn, we have any statistics that actually prove the amount of business that's gone through this process? And how do we go about getting some of that money into our process?
Good question. We don't have any definitive numbers yet. I think because the internet is still so new, it really is, that no one has come up with a specific type of system or process on how we know how much business people are getting off of the internet. Definitely you can see e-commerce. You can see people going and buying, which is why Facebook has just recently launched ability for you to shop on Facebook. You know, they want to capitalize now on some of that dollar. And so they're going to, and so has Pinterest. So you can stop shopping now on some of these sites where before, you know, you couldn't sell any of your products online. But we don't have the numbers yet because it's just still too new. Yeah. If anybody have any success that they want to kind of get some recognition for, if you're doing pretty well on, you know, people who are coming to your Facebook page and getting you business that way? Not yet? Okay. One more question.
Can you go over the agenda or give us some more information about that thing there?
What we're going to be doing
Yeah,
at Microsoft?
exactly.
Yep. So Seize the Morning is a series every morning starting November 3rd. I think it's every other morning on Wednesdays. Nope, sorry, Thursdays. And it starts at 8:30, and it's free breakfast. And it's just an opportunity for you to come and for us to do exactly what we're doing right now during question and Q&A time. There's a really small, short little presentation that's just a class, kind of a lab for you, so you can open up whatever device that you bring. Of course, Microsoft has plenty for you, so you can use theirs. You don't have to bring it. Nope, you can just use theirs. You just power up or get on, and we just power through a little taste of what I went over with you guys today. So that like end search I was going over with you of just that tip that I gave you, that's something that you would get in lab on that morning, something like that. Just really quick, this just, you know, give you the gist of what you need just to get your day going so you can get back to your office or back to wherever you're going to and start using it and start seeing it effective in your business. Does that answer your question? Yeah, and then network too. So we want to be able to ask questions. You guys ask questions of us. We usually have like a panel, maybe about 3 or 4 experts there. Sometimes it's just me, and we're just saying, hey, what are you coming with today? Like, let's answer them over coffee and donuts. Yeah, it's really high energy, a lot of fun. We kind of get your morning going, get you powered up. Different topics every time.
All right. Well, thank you so much, Andalia.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Let's give her a hand. That was a great session.
Thank you.